This Mobile Geeks video is powered by ASUS.
Hey, I'm rolling with Mobile Geeks right here at Computex 2015, and we're taking a look at another new ASUS device, and they're really pumping out the devices right here. I think we're close to 30 now. This is the new ASUS Transformer Book Flip TP200, which is a cheap flip style model that has a 360 degree hinge, so you can definitely flip this over if you want to. I can fold it down backwards because there's an alarm system on here that will probably break the screen if I turn it all the way around. As you can see, we're running Windows 10, and if you look closer, I don't know if you can see that, but we're running the new Intel Braswell SoCs on here because this is based on the Intel Pentium N3700, which is a quad-core SoC running at 1.6 gigahertz base frequency, and it goes up to 2.4 gigahertz on turbo boost. The whole thing is an 11.6-inch device with an IPS panel and a screen resolution of 1366 by 768 in this case. Viewing angles seem pretty decent. If you look from the sides, you'll see, yeah, you can always discern everything, although as you can already see from this video that the screen isn't the brightest. That might change until the device comes to market after July and with Windows 10, I guess. But for now, it doesn't seem to be the brightest because I've already turned this up all the way. Under the hood, we also have 4 gigs of RAM maximum and up to 128 gigabytes of SSD storage on the higher priced models. The low-end models will have 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of flash storage. I don't know anything about the pricing yet, but my guess would be they're going to start at around $400, maybe even less than that. Let's take a quick tour around. We have a Vga Camera up here on the front. No Windows button on here, except for the keyboard one. The hinge back here feels a little flimsy still, but this is still pre-production. Huge shift keys on the right and on the left, and as you can see, this is a Russian keyboard, so it kind of tells you where this is going to be coming to market. We have a Windows button on the left and pretty small arrow buttons on the right over here. This feels like metal on the palm rest, but I can't really tell you if it actually is metal. The lid definitely has a metal cover on the back. The trackpad is huge. It does have a pretty good click point. It does feel pretty nice, and it's not wobbly at all. We'll see how well that whole thing works out once it comes to market. And yeah, let's go on to the sides. We have a proprietary charging port back here. That's the one that you know from the ASUS eBook X205TA, so maybe the charging adapters will work from that model too. We have the volume rocker back here, plus your on and off button. This is a micro SD card reader, micro HDMI out right next to that, and a full-size USB 3 port right next to that. And the new one on the front right here is the USB Type-C connector that they're also adopting on this model now. On the front, you'll end up with a bunch of LEDs. This is power, battery life, and the numlock right there. On the right side, you'll have the headset jack plus another USB 2.0 port, it seems, but still full-size USB, so nice to have 2 USB ports on this model with which you can connect this to peripherals. The whole thing weighs in at 1.2 gigabyte. The whole thing weighs in at 1.2 kilograms, and it is 18.45 millimeters thick. Looking at the top, you'll see, yep, this is definitely a thin aluminum cover right here, and there is no fan vents whatsoever because the new Braswell SoCs are definitely running fanless. We have 2 stereo speakers, though they're facing downward. We'll see how good the sound is going to be on that, but as you can hear, I won't be able to show you what the sound is like on this device. One thing I noticed is that it's kind of hard to open this thing up, but we'll see, because this is still, again, pre-production, and you'll always want to remember that looking at these devices here at Computex. As you can see, you can definitely tilt this over and have it stand on the table to get the different modes, but you can't remove the screen from the keyboard base. So this has just been a quick look at the ASUS Transformer Book TP200 SA here at Computex 2015, and I was rolling with Mobile Geeks, checking out this device right here in Taipei. And if you like what we do on our channel, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and we will see you later.
This Mobile Geeks video is powered by ASUS.